struggling with prediabetes and type 2 diabetes, and you're ready to break the cycle of emotional eating. Yes, I know it is a real thing. The struggle used to be real for me too, and I promise you, by the end of this video, you are going to feel so empowered to attack your cravings head on and to get control of them once and for all. Also, I want to help you lower your blood sugar and finally feel in control of your body again, okay? If you've ever said, I was doing fine until nighttime hit, or I can eat clean all day long, and the cravings, they're still not over. Well, this video is for you if that sounds like you, okay? We're gonna be unpacking today the 7 dangerous myths about emotional eating, especially the ones that could be sabotaging your blood sugar and your hemoglobin A1C, not to mention also your weight loss goals. So if you're ready to finally take control of your health again and tackle those cravings head on, then keep on watching. All right, so let's dive right in to myth number 1, and that is, it's just a willpower problem. So let's start with the biggest lie, okay? Emotional eating is just about willpower. No, emotional eating is a coping mechanism, often your brain's way of regulating discomfort or stress. It's not about being weak. Okay, so if you are experiencing cravings, even when you give in, I don't want you to feel weak. It's not a willpower problem. It's about being wired to soothe emotional stress with food because no one taught you another way. Okay, so a little bit more about my health journey. I had a serious issue with boundaries. I was a yes person. I was a people pleaser. And these things were sabotaging my health because instead of looking after my health, I would be concerned with everybody else, making everybody else happy, doing what everybody else wanted me to do, but I wasn't paying attention to my own health and I was not taking care of myself. My stress levels were through the roof, and in response to that, I wasn't sleeping properly. I was an emotional eater, not to the point where I would run to food every time I had a stressful thought or had a stressful situation going on in my life, but I mindlessly ate, which is almost just as bad because I would grab food and I wasn't really hungry. I would eat more than what my stomach could hold simply because it was there. Like my filter for being satisfied when I ate was warped and sometimes not even turned on. So I want you to understand that if you're struggling with food cravings, it's not because you lack willpower. It's because you lack the proper coping mechanisms that you need in order to deal with whatever discomfort or stress that you're dealing with at that time. All right, so let's dive right into myth number 2. It only happens when you're sad. You might think you only emotionally eat when you're sad, but here's the truth. Emotional eating shows up during boredom, stress, loneliness, celebrations, and reward cycles. It's not about the emotion itself that's causing the overeating or the excessive cravings. It's about how we've trained ourselves to escape that particular emotion. So whether it's excitement, whether it's stress from your job, from home, from, the stress we put on ourselves, sometimes it doesn't matter the emotion. What matters is how you handle it. That is the whole objective of this video, to help you identify when you're emotionally eating and to help you isolate the emotion that you're going through so that you can deal with that in a productive way instead of with food. All right, let's dive right into myth number 3. Just avoid trigger foods. A lot of people try to beat emotional eating by cutting out all bad foods. But guess what? Restriction creates obsession, okay? Restriction creates obsession. You ever told someone that they couldn't do something and they wanted to do it even more? You ever been told that you couldn't have something and you wanted it even more? This is why that does not work. And also, when we label foods as off limits, the brain fixates on it. Now, this leads to binge, restrict, repent cycles, which wrecks your blood sugar control and can drive your hemoglobin A1C up even higher. Myth buster number 4, it's just a phase. Emotional eating doesn't magically disappear. Over time, it becomes a habit loop wired into your brain. And especially if it's tied to childhood patterns, stress, or trauma. I've heard this as a child, and maybe you can relate. Clean your plate. Don't get up until you finish all the food on your plate. I understand where our parents were coming from with that. Food was expensive, and at the same time, they wanted to make sure that we had enough to eat. Love them, appreciate them for that. But what it also did that I don't think they realized was also condition us to fill up on whatever's on our plate, whether we wanted it or not, whether our bodies needed it or not, and whether we were satisfied or not. So there are a lot of adults right now who still believe in cleaning their plate even after they have already been satisfied. So they continue to keep eating even though they're full. So without intentional rewiring, it only gets deeper as far as the eating from an emotional place. Myth number 5, if I eat healthy, I'm fine. Even healthy foods can be used to numb that post-dinner almond butter spoon, that clean smoothie binge. If you're not physically hungry, it's still emotionally eating because you're using food to anesthetize an emotion. The food isn't the issue. It's the reason behind the bite. Always remember that. Myth number 6, I just can't stop cold turkey. If emotional eating could be solved by quitting cold turkey, we'd all be free, right? Real change takes structure, blood sugar stability, emotional regulation tools, and nervous system safety. You need more than willpower. You need a process. Finally, myth number 7, it's not that serious. Here's the truth. Emotional eating is serious, especially for women dealing with blood sugar issues or type 2 diabetes. It raises cortisol, spikes insulin, disrupts your metabolism, and keeps your A1C high. Ignoring it won't fix it. Facing it will free you. So, if you're letting cravings control your day, I've got something special for you. Download my free Craving Rescue Toolkit. I'll leave the link down below in this video. It's a quick, no fluff guide to help you pause the cravings and break the emotional eating loop in real time. Again, that link is down below. And if you're ready to go even deeper, to rewire emotional eating at the root, I want to invite you to my full 4-week program, Break the Cycle Emotional Eating Reset. Inside, you'll learn how to regulate your cravings through stable blood sugar strategies. You'll learn how to break emotional eating habits using mindset, meal patterns, and nervous system tools. You'll also learn how to create an actual plan to stop nighttime snacking, soothe stress without food, and emotionally reset and feel in control of your choices again. So you'll also get weekly coaching call videos, food move logs, and craving interventions. And emotional reset tools work, especially if you've tried everything else. You don't need more guilt, you need a strategy. So also I'll leave information about that in the link down below. So if this video helped you at all and helped you to see emotional eating in a new light, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Also drop me a comment down below and let me know which myth hit home for you. I read every single comment, so please make sure that you drop one down below just to let me know what you thought of the video. And also, if you have any questions, drop those too. Until next time, eat with intention and lead with compassion. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.